Welcome back to another video. Today we're going over BBBY again. Make sure to subscribe and like to support the stock to reach more people. And yeah, today we're going over where I see the price action going in BBBY. If you haven't seen my first video on BBBY, check this out because it's carrying on from last video. I'll go over some of the things we said in last video briefly, just in case we have new viewers, but I don't want to stick on that for too long. Let's start here. Daily is about to cross. Now what does this mean? I made it clear to everyone that I did expect 822, which is, let me quickly get rid of this line and I'll draw it back up. This is where the gap is between the start of the run-up and where we are now. I'm not going to say the end of the run-up because I still think it's going to run. About 820. Now, I said in my last video, here, how often do gaps fill? 91.4% of the time, gap fills fill. Now, if we search up, what stock pattern is most predictable? Head and shoulders, almost 85% of the time is accurate. Gap fills is my favorite thing to trade because it's super accurate and it's just super accurate. Let's bring up ATA just for a second. I still love ATA, but I'm just going to use this as an example. We're going to make, here, you can see this gap down right here. We filled right here. I'm going to take this to the 4 hour, just briefly, so I can just show you an example of what I'm trying to say. And I want you guys to compare this with BBBY. Let's take it from the start of the run-up. At the start of the run-up, we had a gap right here. Further on, we had a gap here. The gap came down and filled. There won't be that many because I'm on the 4 hour. I'm just trying to show an example. We gapped down here and the gap filled. And the gap from all the way to the start of the run-up, all the way here, we come down and fill. There's a gap here that we came down and we filled. Pretty much all the time, all the gaps fill. I remember ATA very specifically never failing to fill a gap. Let's go back to Bed Bath & Beyond. At the start of the run-up, or pretty much like where we started to gain momentum, or price action momentum, we gapped up. It's not a bad thing, but it does mean that there's a 91.4% chance that the gap will fill. Yeah, we gapped up here, the gap filled. I think you guys get the idea now. I'm going to take this to the daily really quick. I was saying in my other video, I thought $10 was a good place to buy. I brought some at $18.50, I brought some at $11, and the reason so is this gap has a 91.4% chance of filling. 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 Statistically speaking, it was all about what gap did you think was going to fill first. Based off other technicals, what gap was going to fill first. At the time, when it was at like 11.50, I was saying, or it was 10.50, I was saying to everyone, $10 is a good place to buy because I don't think it's worth trying to get in a few dollars cheaper, $1.50 cheaper per share, to risk missing out on a run to $22.50. Minimum. That's just based on technicals. No squeeze, no nothing. Just technicals. I'm just doing technicals for now. $22.50 is a price target where you'll be looking at. I was saying, I don't know if you should wait till 820. I think we're going to see 820. I think we're going to see $22.50. And getting in 10-20% cheaper, potentially missing out on a huge run, like a 300% run, wasn't worth it in my eyes. A 250% run. So, what do we see here? I did say expect 820 still. I want you guys to mentally prepare for 820. We have this inverted hammer. This inverted hammer though. What's an inverted hammer? This is an inverted hammer. It comes at the end of the downtrend and it's this candle right here. It could be in green too. And it's just, this is a bullish reversal candle. So let's go here. We have this. What does this mean? It means that there should be a reversal based off that candle. I think tomorrow we still see a flush down to about $8, maybe even $8 flat. This level might not completely hold straight up, but $8 flat. I think a lot of people are expecting $8.20 as well. I think a lot of people have an eye on this, and I think once we hit this level, if we see an increase in volume, which I think we will, that's when we know it's time for our next run. Now, let's go to the 4 hour. I'm just showing the technicals. Don't get mad. It's not FUD. I believe the stock is going to go up, and all my money is in the stock for now. Let's go here. Look at this on balance volume. I've drawn this up here. Let me draw this. So let's take from this shoulder. I'm just going to call this a shoulder. And this on balance volume. And this one. And this on balance volume. The price action is around the same level, but the on balance volume is significantly lower. Now, what does this mean? Sorry to get everyone's hopes up. Just quickly draw this up. The price action is actually higher than what it was here. Not by much, but more significantly, you can see the divergence here. This is a bearish divergence here. A bearish divergence occurs when the price advances and the OBV declines. That's what we have here. It's not a big one though. And I do think that there is a lot of indicators showing that we're ready for upside and both ready for downside. Downside being far less and far more expected to 820 than upside, which is far more expected to be way higher. If we go to the weekly, I've showed this in my last video. Just look at the MACD. The weekly MACD has been the most predictable of huge run-ups. If we go here, there was a cross, we ran huge. There was a cross here, we came down. When it crossed again, we ran huge. Cross here, came down. Cross here, cross here, it didn't cross, my bad. Cross here, didn't do anything. Cross again, very, very quickly, cross, came down. Crossed here, came down, crossed here. I think it's ready for a move up. I really do. I think there's a chance for the stock to run again. And let's go to the monthly MACD really quick. If this monthly MACD crosses, which I think it will, that could be a very bullish sign for us as well. But more importantly, the weekly is crossed. I've been through all the MACDs, and the weekly has been the most accurate for a significant move. I'm just going to quickly think, have I left anything out in this video? Quickly go to the 4-hour chart. No, I think that's good. I think you guys understand the main point here. 2250. 2250 is coming, and be prepared for $8.20. Thank you all for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, and yeah, that's it.